So I really like this recent PSN sale, so today I'm diving in for another look with 12 games for you all, from AAA titles to indies. I guarantee you won't find other channels talking about some of these. Now as always then, I'm going to be covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia, and if you do enjoy the video today, do me a favour, subscribe. So many watch these videos and they are yet to hit that lovely little button, so maybe help us out, and yeah, now let's get into it. Crysis Remastered opens up our list with 70% off, matching its all-time low price. It is still one of the best looking games ever made, and the gunplay holds up incredibly well. Now in Crysis, you play as Nomad, a nanosuit-equipped soldier on a recon mission that quickly spirals into just chaos. What basically starts as a tactical jungle operation against North Korean forces soon becomes an all-out battle for survival against an alien invasion. With the suit's abilities then, like super strength, speed and cloaking, the game brilliantly blends tactical combat, sci-fi action and stealth. Few games honestly in the genre have matched its creativity, and I returned to it myself recently and it is definitely a must-play. Guilty Gear Strive is next with 50% off and matching the low price, and this is my favourite fighter, especially on the PS5 where the 2D 3D hybrid visuals are just stunning. Now I've linked my full review in the pinned comment, but here's why I keep coming back to it. It's the sheer depth to the control scheme, and they've evolved it for this entry with mechanics such as wall breaking, and it's more accessible generally than ever for newcomers. On top of this then, if you are a fan of story modes in fighters, Strive brings closure to 20 years of Guilty Gear storytelling with a fully voiced experience. Throw on top of that then, rollback netcode for online play and a killer soundtrack, and yeah, this game, a winner. Sine Mora EX is up next with 80% off, matching its all-time low price, and here's an indie gem I bet you won't find many channels talking about. Now originally I played it years ago and then rediscovered it with this re-release, but it's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up with a unique twist, and that is time is your lifeline. So instead of a health bar, every hit you take reduces a countdown timer, while every enemy you destroy, it adds seconds back. It's just intense. It forces you to balance aggression with timing to basically stay in the game, and the game's visuals then stunning. It's blending classic shooter mechanics with almost a modern presentation, and it packs both a story mode and an arcade mode for a challenge. This EX edition then did everything from at a 16:9 aspect ratio, though the original 16:10 is still available, to full English voiceovers and 3 new versus modes. Now we've got a short hike. It's 40% off and matching its all-time low, and true to its name, this one only takes about 2 to 3 hours, but it's a lovely little journey you won't forget. Now you're going to basically be tackling some personal challenges as you hike, climb and soar through the relaxing landscapes of Hawk Peak Park. Explore at your own pace, chat with fellow hikers, discover hidden treasures and soak in the surroundings. The freedom to explore, however, just makes this experience feel special, and it has a lovely little soundtrack as well. If the pixelated visuals then aren't for you, you can find an option to smooth things out a dash if you do prefer. Alright, so Project Warlock hitting a new low price with 75% off, and if you're after something with a more old school kind of FPS vibe compared to the aforementioned Crysis, this is the perfect throwback with a few modern twists. As a warlock on a mission to eliminate all evil, you'll be blasting through 60 levels across 5 regions, so from Antarctic bases to the sands of Egypt. Also along the way, expect plenty of keys to find, secret areas to uncover, and the enemies range from demons to towering robots. This one's just, it's packed with balls to the wall action. Where it modernizes things, however, is in the fact customization is key. You can upgrade spells and weapons to suit your playstyle. You can enhance your arsenal of 38 weapons, and yeah, loads of these different guns and bits. They have their own tricks for maximum damage. It is, in my opinion, one of the better tributes to the classic shooters. Definitely worth a look. Alright, so next up is Unicorn Overlord, which is a new low at 35% off, and this is honestly a masterpiece for RPG fans. If you are into the genre, I urge you to check it out. This game just has it all in my opinion: tactical combat, a massive world to explore, and seriously deep customization for building out the team just the way you want. Here though, you're going to be leading a band of heroes where high stakes battles demand strategy, skill, synergy and positioning. Now I will note, battles play out automatically, so it's really all in the setup, but it's amazing how hooked you get on that formula. On top of that then, the visuals are stunning, as is the soundtrack, and yeah, there's just too much to cover here, so I'm going to be linking both my written review and video review of the Switch build, as they do play exactly the same. Alright, next is Jusant at a new low of 40% off. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, but it's basically a peaceful action puzzle climbing game that takes you on a journey to the top of a towering structure from an ancient civilization. You'll be relying on various climbing tools and your stamina to navigate this ever-changing environment, finding hidden paths and clues. It's really just all about pushing forward. The visuals though are stunning, they do a great job of capturing the scale of your climb, and the meditative soundtrack makes it, in my opinion, all the more impressive. It's kind of one you very much almost, relax into, I guess. You'll also then have a companion that helps you awaken nature as you do go. That'll also help you uncover paths and clues to assist in your progress. Crow Country is here then with a first time discount, 20% off. It's perfect for fans of old school survival horror. It is set in 1990 and the game follows Mara Forrest as she explores the abandoned Crow Country theme park. You're searching for its missing owner, Edward Crow, who mysteriously closed the park 2 years prior. Now as Mara delves deeper, she'll uncover dark secrets behind Crow's disappearance, and yeah, this one brings that classic survival horror vibe, blending nostalgic PS1 inspired visuals with an eerie atmosphere, puzzles, and deadly foes. You can also choose them between modern controls or go authentic with classic tank controls, though I wouldn't personally suggest it, can't stand them myself. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed this one. There are a few traps that are more, annoying than anything, and the targeting definitely takes some practice, but stick with it, I do think it's worth it. Now we've got The Messenger, 80% off, matching its lowest price. This game starts as a classic action platformer, with you playing as a young ninja tasked with delivering a crucial scroll to save his village from a demon army. But just when you think you've got it figured out, it transitions into a time-traveling Metroidvania. I particularly love how that gameplay evolves with ultra-tight controls, acrobatics, and character upgrades to unlock new abilities and even hidden paths. Plus the game jumps between 8-bit and 16-bit graphics, matching the shifts in gameplay style, and it looks stunning. There is also then a game called Sea of Stars, a game I loved. It brought us back to this universe in a new way, but I really would love to see a direct follow-up that builds on this format too personally, because it is a gem. Next is Stasis Bone Totem, now at 30% off, matching its lowest price. I only recently played this one, but I'm glad I did. It's an atmospheric adventure that feels like a true throwback to classic point-and-click games. Now you play as Mac and Charlie, a husband and wife salvage duo who, along with their trusty super toy Moses, stumbles upon an abandoned oil rig. Now this rig hides a secret that the powerful Kane Corporation is determined to keep buried, and honestly, that's not going to be good for you. Expect though to explore a massive underwater base, swapping between characters to solve puzzles, combining items, and then of course uncovering mystery. The game's atmosphere is incredible. I loved the visual style, and yeah, like if you're a fan of sci-fi horror and classic adventure games, this one should be on your list. Our penultimate game then is No More Heroes 3. It's discounted at 55% off. Not quite its lowest, but still a great deal for a game that's just an absolute blast if you're a fan of the series. Now this time, of course, you're back in the shoes of assassin Travis Touchdown. You're wielding his beam katana to slice through the galactic superhero rankings. Basically, the story follows Travis as he takes on Prince FU and his 10 alien buddies to save Earth. The gameplay is, classic No More Heroes. Fast-paced hack and slash action with epic combos and even just more epic bosses. You'll also get to explore an expanded open world. It's returning to a format similar to the first entry, and basically you have to get the cash to enter each round. This is a series I personally love. Playing it in 4K 60 FPS here on the PS5, you just can't beat it in my opinion. Our final game then is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth at a new low of 50% off. Now I don't want to spoil too much of the story, but for fellow Yakuza fans, it's another stellar entry. This time you'll follow the journeys of two leads. This entry brings back its more recent turn-based combat, but with a unique twist. Everything around you becomes part of the battlefield. It adds a real deep level of strategy. We even have tons of customization then, and some really unusual job classes. Also, it's not just Japan this time, which is a big shift for the series. The adventure spans across the Pacific to Hawaii with tons of quests and new activities. So yeah, if you're a fan of the series or you just love a great RPG with a lot of heart and humor, then consider this, because the game gets wild, and yeah, I've never played something quite like it, and I cannot wait to see where they go next. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week? Let me know in the comments. Once again then, thank you for watching, thanks for supporting, and if you are new here, do me a favour and subscribe. It helps out the channel a huge amount. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers all.